video we will be covering memory accessing modes. We can see different memory accessing modes. Second one is system security and data security, and the third one is ports. So we'll be able to see all these three topics in this video. Let's go to memory accessing modes. So what is memory accessing mode? It is the way in which a given memory location is accessed. What is a memory location? Memory location contains some data, and using its address, the method which you follow is known as memory accessing mode. So we have got different methods of memory accessing. We have sequential access, we have direct access, random access, associative access. These are the basic classifications of different methods of memory accessing. In your textbook, it is given two to three types of accessing modes. Let's see what are these in detail. First one is sequential access. The name itself is very clear. What does it do? Sequential. It searches in a sequence or in a sequential manner. That means if you are given 10 addresses, first 10 addresses are given to you, it will be searching from first till the end where until you get your data or the location. So this name is very clear, a sequential access. That is the way it uses, and these type of sequential access, in this type of sequential access mode, you will be using for magnetic disk, magnetic tapes, optical memory. These are the usual accessing modes used in magnetic disks, magnetic tapes, optical memory, all those things. And the time required is totally depending on the location of the data. For example, if your data, you have this location, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the locations, and your data that you need or the address that you need is 5. So the time required is searching from here to here. From 1 to 5 you have to go all the way, and then you will get your data based on this. If your data lies here, if you need this 2 as the data, you will get it very soon. So that is the total time depending time how much time is required for this sequential access to find the memory location. The next one is direct access. So direct access, before knowing what is the direct access, we have to just go to random access, and let's see what is the definition of this random access. So random access is it can be accessed from any location of the memory randomly. The name itself is suggesting that anywhere it can search the data. It's a random search or random access. It doesn't depend on the physical location, and it's totally independent of other locations. Randomly it searches wherever your data is. Sometimes it search here, there, and you just can't name it. So its name itself is that way, random access. And this, you can see this type of memory access mode in RAM, ROM, and all these things. This kind of access is being used. Okay, so next one is direct access. Is combination of sequential access as well as random access. So it combines both the features of sequential and random access, and that kind of access is known as direct access. Combination of these two. This kind of direct access mode can be seen in magnetic hard disk. Hard disk and all, you can see this type of search. And each track has its own read and write head, and the track can be accessed randomly using this. And the access time totally depends on the memory organization, where your memory is being located, and how the storage technology and what kind of technology you are using. Direct access, the time for direct access totally depends on the memory organization, and the second one is storage technology, what kind of technology you are using. Okay, so the last one is associative access. Associative access, it goes for the word. A word is accessed rather than the address. Instead of searching the address, it searches the particular word, and it is a special type of random access method. You can say it's a kind of um, random access method, and these things you can see for cache memory search, cache memory accessing modes. These kind of things can be found. Next topic is system security and data security. System security and data security. So, what is the use of this system security and data security? So, in your system, you have to keep the data, information, everything secure from unauthorized access from people, or unknowing or preventing accidental or intentional destruction of the data. So for that you need to use so many methods, that are software and hardware disk encryption, convert it to some other form that normal intruders cannot understand. Next is backupping the data so that you can use it again once the actual data is lost. Data masking, converting to some other form, and scrambling. These are the methods used for security of system. Just you have to know what these are. Don't need to go in much detail. The last topic is ports. This is the last topic. So what are these ports? Ports are the connecting points on the CPU. That means you'll be connecting your other devices, monitor, keyboard, to the computer using these ports. So these are the connection points. So your computer gets connected to these devices, and the data is being transferred, either keyboard, monitor, anything, or any of the input output devices, and how the data transfer happens. Serial ports, parallel ports, USB ports, infrared ports, and Bluetooth. These are the things when these are the basic ports. So what is serial port? It transfers one bit at a time. It helps in transferring one bit at a time. And parallel port, these transfers 8 bits at a time. So that is the difference between both of them, and the structure is also a little different. USB port, USB stands for Universal Serial Bus, and it the industry standards that establishes a specification for cable, connectors, protocols, and for communication and power supply between them. That is what USB port does. And you might have seen in a computer, the USB ports are available, and these are infrared ports. With the help of infrared rays, frequency from one device to another um, is being opened for data transfer. And next one is Bluetooth. It helps in transferring data within 10 meters, and these two are wireless connections. You don't no need of a direct connection, wireless connection you can say. So these different pictures of serial port. Serial ports look something like this. You can see in this picture. It is different from parallel port this way. You can see how the structure of both of them are totally different. Just compare both of them. And let's go to the chapter. What is serial port? It helps in data transfer, and you can see the details and how these things are there. 9 pin and 25 pin male connector. These are the specification of them. Parallel port, it is 25 pin female connector, and it's used to connect these devices. Next is USB port, which is very popular. You might have seen on the side of your laptop, or directly you can connect the devices to your computer system. Any devices, not only these. You can use a tablet for writing and all those things. Infrared ports using the help of infrared rays, ray of light. TV remotes and all work on this principle. TV remotes, wireless connection. Next one is Bluetooth. Again, its range is 10 meters. Okay, so you already know you use Bluetooth for your mobiles and all to transfer the data from one phone to your another phone. You first switch on the Bluetooth connection and then the data gets transferred accordingly. So these are the different ports details. Thank you for watching.